How did Stella get her groove back? Looked like a love movie, right? Haha, it's a horror movie. How? Let me show you. See, this is why you gotta watch who you call a friend. They smile in your face, but they doing stuff behind your back. The whole time, old girl was jealous of her friend, jealous of Stella. See, Stella had it all. She was a boss doing boss things. She was getting paid big money. She had the big house, the house full of very expensive things. She was living a lavish lifestyle. But this whole time, she thinking her best friend is happy for her. Sometimes the one you calling your friend is really an imposter plotting against you. The woman is not who you think she is. She's into occult practices and practicing dark magic. Look at the bird with the one eye, which symbolizes Satan. Pledge allegiance to Lucifer. Yeah, we see it. This is literally the same character that was in the movie Ghost when she was doing all them psychic readings and stuff. Same character. So in this movie, she's continuing her spirituality occult practices, like what you see them doing right now. These are not just stretches. These are sun salutations. These are old ancient occult practices that they did in the sun to worship their sun god, which goes back to Lucifer. Same stuff. Anyway, according to my theory, not according to the story and how they wrote it, but according to my theory and how I see it, I see this as Stella is targeted by her best friend because she's jealous of her and she's trying to knock her off her feet. So she sets her up by sending her an invitation to go to Jamaica. You know how she decided to go to Jamaica, bro? From a TV commercial. You mean to tell me, out of all the time she been in this house, out of all the commercials that's coming on, you ain't never seen a commercial of Jamaica. And all of a sudden you see this commercial. You want to jump up and just go to Jamaica? Look at her, bro. This commercial is literally gripping her soul right now. Then all of a sudden she's seeing visions of herself feeding herself strawberries in this commercial in Jamaica. This is not normal. Some type of spiritual wickedness is going on, bro. And it's attaching her to this commercial. Bro, her friend is doing this. Remember, her friend practiced that spiritual wickedness stuff. And here she is looking in the mirror. This is how she got her attention. In the occult world, mirrors are used as portals. Now look what's behind her as she's in front of the TV. It's a mirror pointing directly at the TV. And then she gets up and goes and sit at the mirror, looks at the mirror, looking at the TV that's pointing directly at the mirror. And in the TV commercial, it's showing the man running in dark. Who's the man running in dark? Who is the man that's in dark that's standing in front of the sun? The sun. Remember what I said about the sun earlier? So yeah, this represents an omen that's going to be placed in this person. He has a bad omen in him and he's being used and he don't even know it. This omen that's inside of him job is to lead her on with temptation, tempting her by the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Despite the age difference. That's why she's not really too much worried about the age difference because it's like she's hypnotized by the temptation that's going on. But this wicked spirit that's inside of this man is a sexual type of spirit. It dwells on sexual things. And this lady who practiced this witchcraft stuff know that. Check out this scene. This is symbolic. This probably went over your head. She's taking all this stuff out of this white statue, right? And she put it in the area of the black statue. Look at the color of the statue thing. It's black, pitch black, which is supposed to represent the omen that she put inside the man. That whole thing was a ritual. She was doing a ritual with that. That's why when the old school dude jumped in front of her and started dancing, she had this nasty look on her face, bro, like she was disgusted. But this is your age frame. But she not disgusted that she with a 20-year-old and she 40. See, she can't even see it because she blinded by the temptation. But like I said, the omen that she placed inside this man is a sexual spirit. So it only works during sex. That's why throughout the whole movie, she's trying to push her friend to have sex with him. But remember what I said, she's also into the spirituality wickedness stuff. But guess what? When she finally had sex with him, she felt that spirit that was in him. And she knew that her so-called best friend was setting her up. Look at the look on her face. Come on, bro, who looks like this while having sex? She's looking like that because she sees the spirit, she sees what her best friend is doing. Now in this scene, she asked her again about sex with this dude. And then she said, return the man's phone calls. See, she's pushing them to have sex over and over again because this so-called entity that's inside of this man is supposed to drain her completely. But her best friend gets up because she's upset that her plan is not working fast enough. And the entity that she's doing this for is fenced to come and collect. So she don't have that much time. Look at what she says. Look, she said, God's here. She ain't talking about the God of the Bible. She's talking about an entity that's coming to take her soul. Because remember, she's jealous of her friend. She wants her to lose everything. She already lost her job, but that's just one thing. She has to lose everything, and it's not moving fast enough. The more they don't have sex, the more she's losing her life. And the reason they're not having sex like that is because they keep arguing and fighting. See, she knew her friend was going to die because she knew that entity was coming for her soul. That's why she stopped having sex. She didn't start back having sex until after she died. So now she's thinking about moving on, but she has to get rid of this dark entity omen that's placed inside of this man. That's why she didn't marry him right away, because she knew that this omen was still inside of him. If she would have married him while this omen is inside of him, then that means that she's giving this demon access to their life. So while he's mad going off on her and she's going off on him, she's frustrated because she can't get the omen out, and he's frustrated because he thinks she don't want to marry him. Since she knows this omen was put inside this man to destroy her life, she reversed it, and she's using sex to get the omen out of him. And this expression on her face is showing you that she finally got it out of him. Watching it as entertainment, you're probably looking at them and their facial expressions as, damn, that was good. Oh, I'm tired. No, this is a facial expression of relief because they finally released the demon that was inside of him. So this scene don't represent sex. This scene represents like an exorcism. Now that that demon is released, now they can enjoy themselves. Now they can live happy. And now she can get her life back. And that is how Stella really got her groove back.